Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Ogbanje Joseph. Please subscribe to this channel, share, like, as well as drop a comment on the comment section. So today, our lecture today is titled, agricultural development plans. Agricultural development plans in Nigeria. Okay, so the ADP, which is Agricultural Development, Plan approach, was said to have been originally designed in Malawi, East Africa, to tackle the problem of poverty, the economic development in the rural areas of the country had been promoted through a strategy which focused on the contribution of improved technologies for food crops, enhanced delivery system for agricultural extension and input supply, and improved infrastructure. A well-designed organizational structure with professional staff hired intentionally was employed to implement this concept. The basic concept was transferred to Nigeria in 1974 with the establishment of the first three enclave projects in the northern part of the country. This includes Funtua, Gusau, and Gombe agricultural development programs. The chosen project region were agroecologically favorable areas in the northern part of Nigeria. They were located in the domains of several local government council, which includes Bauchi, Gombe, Kaduna, and Sokoto states. The apparent success of the early projects, prompted both the federal government of Nigeria and the World Bank to quickly replicate the agricultural development program model in other states. From 1975 to 1980, the number of projects grew from the original three to a total of 9 enclave projects, which include Ekiti Akoko Agricultural Development Project, out of which Ekiti State Agricultural Development Program was created. A federal entity titled Agricultural Projects Monitoring, Evaluation and Planning Unit, actually established in 1975, reviewed in recent times, was created to support the agricultural development program projects. Now let us look at the types of agricultural development plans that we have in Nigeria. What are the types of agricultural development plans that we have in Nigeria? Now, the first one is National Accelerated Food Production Program. That is NAFPP, National Accelerated Food Production Program, NAFPP. This program was designed in the early 60s by both the federal and the state governments, to accelerate the production of grains, that is maize, rice, guinea corn, millet, wheat, cassava, and cowpeas. It was the opinion of the initiators of this program that target crops for accelerated production are major staple foods of Nigerians, and if produced in abundance, hunger and related food crisis will be put in check. This was achieved through the introduction of high-yielding varieties, use of appropriate fertilizers, agrochemicals, good storage and processing facilities, provision of credit, as well as marketing outlets. In addition, several research institutes were mandated to develop improved crop varieties and were made popular through extension agents and the use of mass media. Now, the second type of agricultural development planning that we're going to be looking at is Operation Feed the Nation, that is OFN. In 1976, Operation Feed the Nation was launched, to address the problem of rising food crisis, rural-urban migration, and escalating food import bills. The OFM program attempted to mobilize the general public to participate actively in agricultural production and ensure self-sufficiency in food production. The program stimulated Nigerians to farming through the strategy used. Some of these strategies included subsidized production inputs, increased bank credit to farmers, establishment of commodity boards, and fixing of attractive prices for agricultural products. The third one is Green Revolution Program, that is GR. The Green Revolution Program replaced the Operation Feed the Nation of the federal military government by the civilian government in 1979. This was an attempt to bring about radical changes in Nigerian agricultural production and eliminate inherited food problems of successive governments. Large, medium, and small-scale farmers received a number of incentives, to boost their production level during the implementation of the program. Livestock and crop components were introduced while the research institutes were reorganized to make them more responsive to the need of the program. The next one we're going to be looking at is River Basin Authority, that is RBDA, River Basin Development Authority. Now, the existing abundant water resources in the country and its potential for increasing agricultural production prompted, the establishment of Rural Basin Development Authority, RBDA. The scheme became necessary because of the persistent short rainy seasons in many parts of the country, which has continued, to restrict cultivation to single cropping pattern the year round. However, the establishment of various, large-scale irrigation facilities, the country witnessed unprecedented multiple cropping patterns. In addition, larger areas were put into cultivation, while livestock and fisheries production were intensified. Available statistics from 8 river basin development authorities showed that there was an increase in the tempo of activities in 1998, when the total land area developed by the authorities rose from 30.3 thousand hectares in 1994 to 47.7 thousand hectares in 1998. Now, the Hadeja Jama River Basin and the Tiger and Chalawa dams located in former Kano State could conserve enough water to irrigate, irrigated land that can produce over 50% of the nation's need for wheat, 30% of its need for rice, cotton, and sugar cane. In addition, it could produce several thousand tons of fish, develop livestock, poultry, and hydroelectric power generation. Okay, so the last one we're going to be talking about today, is Directorate of Food, Road, and Rural Infrastructure. That's DEFRI. Now, the trend in transportation or transformation of the rural sector shows that despite the huge investment in the agricultural sector, which was assumed will automatically bring about eradication of rural poverty and isolation, has not been achieved. This is partly due to the deplorable conditions of rural areas, enormous size, and dwindling economic resources, to address the problem of rural underdevelopment in Nigeria. In 1987, the Babangida administration established the Directorate of Food, Road and Rural Infrastructure, that is DEFRI. On the establishment of DEFRI, attempted, you know, on the establishment, DEFRI attempted to open the rural areas through the construction of access roads and provision of basic amenities of modern living. This is inevitable because it has long been realized, according to, has long been realized that the economic future of Nigeria depends on the development of rural areas. Therefore, the potential of rural areas were seen to be both immediate and long term. The idea of opening up of rural areas, the feeder roads, and integrating it with other parts of the country provide basis, for food that could be evacuated to enhance the quality of food and raw materials. So these are some of the agricultural programs that Nigeria has actually experienced, okay, right from the independence era, till date. Thank you very much.